Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm over in Central, joined by basically a full squad here. Come here. Arrgh. And we're heading down south for a really long trip. But right before that, we're going to get some breakfast. Today's trip is going to be down south to Helensburgh Tunnel, an old train tunnel, Seacliff Bridge, which as its name called, and Wollongong, which is a large, could I call it city?
No.
Town down south, yeah. But first, breakfast. Let's get going. Okay, we just got off the train and we're in Sutherland right now, right outside the railway station. And unfortunately, the entire railway system is going kaput today, so we're going to switch to Uber, which makes the entire thing a lot easier. Yes, it's a little bit expensive, but I'd rather pay the money to go point to point. The car's coming in around 5 minutes, so hopefully we get there safe and sound. All right, if anything, we'll switch to the Uber. Just got off the Uber and here we are in Helensburgh. We're heading into the Helensburgh station, the old one, and the so-called glowworm tunnel. I've been here a year ago and that was really wet. From what I'm seeing now, it's at least less humid, but I don't think I'll be going anywhere near the puddles. Learned that the hard way last time. Yeah, no, it's still a little bit wet. I think it should be fine, so I'm just going to be getting a photo on the platform. The last one I did is right up here. It looks pretty good, but I hope to improve on it next time. So let's get going. This is the old Helensburgh train tunnel, and I bet you can't see anything, neither can I. My friends are inside, and I am not going in there, not in a million years, hell no. There's said to be leeches inside there, but also glowworm. You might be able to get a pretty special shot inside, but I am not risking anything. Absolutely not. I'm probably going to shoot along the old train tracks right here, or maybe the platform like slightly up there, but I'm not too sure that I'll put the doll in some water. Not to mention pretty muddy and dirty, disgusting water. Probably along the platform's the best, but that will be around the same as my previous shot. I already expected it to be slimy and wet and disgusting, so not exactly a surprise. If my friends get anything inside, I'll show it right up here. Hopefully get some footage or maybe some photos. I doubt there's going to be glowworm, so yeah. Cue the B-roll. Now, I know this looks disgusting and all of this is in mud. Well, it's not very bad, it's just some mud and some of it is just alright, just stones. So I'm thinking of doing a shot along the tracks here instead of on the platform right here. Now, the shot on the platform is okay. It kind of looks like the suitable size for a walkway for it all, but it kind of looks a bit dull, if you get what I mean. Now, a shot along the tracks is what I always wanted to do, but last time I came here, it was just too disgusting to do. Maybe this time I'll do it, clean the tripod afterwards, because it's not that bad. It's just the leg of the tripod being a little bit dirty, so I'll try it out. You know what? 17mm? Probably something like that. Let me try that out. One moment. Doesn't look bad. Maybe I'll do this one. It's time to set up. Here we have a first shot for today, and this is by no means anything complicated. It's just that everything is wet, muddy, and absolutely disgusting. Now, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's just that I have to clean the tripod legs, and those two lights, which is okay because I have everything set back there with a plastic bag covering everything, and I can also move it outwards or go to the next one and clean it instead. It's okay, it's not very disgusting. I'm just trying to convince myself it's okay. Anyway, let's take a look at what I'm using. The 24-70 at 35mm. Originally, I wanted to use 70 or maybe 50mm, give it a little bit of compression. But after taking the shot for my phone, that behind-the-scenes shot, I found out that a wider angle conveys the entire scene better, including the wooden parts of the track, the entire not compressed metal beams, makes it look a bit more authentic. So reverting back to 35, I'll just use this lens. I'm not arsed to change that one. f4.5 for a balance between bokeh and background with two lights, one on top of the camera, one over here, and one flash over there, giving some support to the shadows because this lighting isn't exactly very good. How do I describe it? The light's all up there, but down here is nothing. It's just reflected light from the shadows and from the trees, which is not very good. It's kind of a sickening feeling lighting. You know, the green tint feel? It's kind of that. Either way, I think that's about it. Everything's stable, and I'm not going to add too much fancy stuff here because I don't want anything to fall. Okay, let's take a look at the shot. All right, looking good. I think I'm going to pack up for this one because there's not exactly anything else and everything is just disgusting. Plus today is an Easter holiday, so there's kind of a lot of people here. Two families have went into the tunnel, so I think I better call my friends and get the hell out of here. All right, there we go. That's the first shot and relatively okay. It's just that I have to clean everything down and God, there's a lot of people. I didn't think it would be this popular on, well, it's an Easter weekend, technically speaking, so I did expect more people. Hopefully at Seacliff Bridge, our second spot, there's not going to be as much, but I have no hopes on that. Either way, first shot was pretty okay. Last time I was here, I didn't dare come now because I was like, yeah, it's a bit disgusting. This time I feel like it's going to look a lot better, but at the same time, it will have to depend on the color grading, the color palette as used. So I'm going to pack up all of this shit and meet up with my friends. How's the shot, you guys?
Good.
Good, nice. Nice.
Your video's getting demonetized.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Anyway, I'm gonna pack up and see if we can get the bus or the Uber. My bet's on the Uber. Let's get going. Okay, I've done packing up and we're outside the train tunnel right now. Finally somewhere dry, which is good. I'm trying to find an Uber for us to go towards Coalcliff, but right now it doesn't seem like anyone's willing to drive that kind of route. I kind of understand why, but at the same time, goddamn, maybe comfort, but if not, we can just always head up there and get the bus and change at Helensburgh Town Centre, which I'm not really keen on, but that's another option at least. Hopefully with an Uber. If anything, let's switch to the travel montage. Brilliant, we just got off the Uber and we're currently in Coalcliff. We're going towards Seacliff Bridge, which is like 5 minutes down the road, which is great because if we were to take the bus, we'd have to walk around 15 minutes, albeit downhill from Coalcliff. Seacliff Bridge is right up ahead and the weather is exceptionally nice. Unfortunately, no clouds. I would want a little bit, but at the same time, I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Let's get going. So we've just dropped down from the main road down towards the, I wouldn't say lookout point, more of below the Sea Cliff Bridge, and this place is really, really beautiful. Unfortunately, the sun is not exactly the angle I want. It's right behind. I think I can get some shade right under there, right under the bridge, which is great, but the tide is a little bit high today. It's not quite highest yet. We still have a few hours on that. However, I'm not too sure if I should go on the platform right there for photos. You know, it's not about like the doll being pushed away by the water. It's more about me being pushed by the water. But hopefully we get something good from here. The wind is a little bit of a concern, but it's starting to dampen down around midday, so which is good. Hopefully we get something good. Oh, let's get going. Okay, welcome to Sea Cliff Bridge. Now, this is an area that you usually don't come unless you know exactly what you're doing. And I'll be honest with you, I barely qualify for that. Either way, my friends are down all the way back there. They climbed downwards the rock platform. Now, I'm not sure if I should do that because climbing down there and then the high tide clapping on in, there's a little bit of risk that I don't want to take. Now, not saying that this is not risky. In fact, if anything, it's really risky, but at least it's somewhat better. I'm going to see if I can get any shots along this corridor because it shows like the bridge, the waves, the sea and all that. However, I don't know if you can tell. Look at my hair, the wind is really, really bad. I think I can find some cover maybe around here or so, but no promises. The waves are a little bit strong today, maybe owing to the wind and also, yeah, high tide's around 2 hours away, so it's going to get higher and higher, so I better do this quickly. Either way, I hope I can do a good shot here and cue the B-roll. Okay, I walked a little bit towards the front and I don't think I'll be passing forward to this. It's really windy, I am barely standing still right now and look at all of this. I don't think I'll be passing through these rocks because the risk is way too high. I've seen a shot like down there or so I have no idea how you get there, but not for me. Plus, the water's all over the place, meaning that if it goes to really, really high tide, the water's gonna clap up here. A little bit dangerous, but it's still a really beautiful place. I'll maybe head back and see what I can get. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I can find anywhere with a suitable enough environment to shoot. Originally speaking, I was going to shoot along this pathway, along the bridge like that, but even this is just too windy. Everything is just gusting around. Even I can't stand straight. The camera itself on a tripod, even that, I'm really afraid to fall over, not to mention the doll or even the hair. So honestly, I don't think I'm going to do the photo here, which is a shame because I really, really love this place and the last photo I did here was really good. The only possibility I could imagine is that sometimes the wind dies down for, say, 30 seconds or so. Maybe I could get the shot then, but that means preparation, those little things I like to do, absolutely impossible. Unfortunate, I guess, but maybe I can leave early and go down to Wollongong and see if there's anything. And hopefully the mic actually takes in all this audio because it's so windy. Anyway, before we go on, a word from our sponsor. Thank you to Oz GK for sponsoring this video. Oz GK is a figure platform dedicated to garage kit figures, ranging from popular anime franchises to games such as Genshin Impact. Check out the link in the description down below and enter code LEMON2 for a 2% discount off your entire order. Thank you for supporting me, and now back to the video. I pretty much gave up that photo and now we're heading back up to the Sea Cliff Bridge and catching a cab down to Wollongong. I might try and find something early. It's also great to have early lunch. but hopefully the Uber won't take more than 15 minutes to arrive because this sun is actually cooking me alive, not to mention these guys. How's your shot?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Enough for you to come?
Sex.
Yeah, cool. How about you, George? Sag. All right, let's head up to the bridge. Okay, we've gotten to the end of the Sea Cliff Bridge, and I find it funny the moment I finish. Actually, no, I take that back. It's still pretty windy. Hopefully Wollongong isn't that bad, so I'm gonna, again, get an Uber from just this direct spot, directly down to Wollongong Central and have lunch. Hopefully, when I'm having lunch, I can find something else down there so I can get like 3 shots per day instead of just 2, but no promises. Hopefully the Uber won't take as long as it did last time. Yeah, there's one 10 minutes away, which is good. All right, let's go to the Uber. After a bit of lunch, we feel much better, and I have good news and bad news. Good news is that I have given up the second shot, and I'm just going to do the lighthouse shot like this one from last time. Bad news is there's no bus on the way back, so the only way we can get back to the station is walking all the way from the store, which is a 30-minute solid uphill walk. Not great, but what can I do about it? Not much. We refueled at Coles and got on our drinks, so we're heading towards the shoreline. It's very windy, just like last time, but the place I am going to is sheltered. Hopefully I can get a good shot like last time, but of course, no promises with that. Either way, I think it's time for me to shut up and let's keep going. After a bit of walking, we have arrived at Wollongong Beach, and we're not exactly here for anything, just a few photos and that's about it, because I am absolutely not prepared to shoot on the sand, and I'm also allergic to that if you guys know anything about me. Now we're going to walk along the sidewalk back up there, all the way towards Wollongong Lighthouse. Not this one right here, there's one smaller one that's sheltered behind this one, like right above the hill like that. You'll know what I mean when we get there. For now, the weather looks pretty good, so hopefully it doesn't get cloudy later on, and I am having a stroke walking in the sand. But either way, let's get going. All right, after walking a bit, we have arrived at I should say this. Right there is the Wollongong Lighthouse, and I think, and I hope you can hear me. Let me see the audio. Yeah, you can actually hear me. It's just that it's very windy, indicated by my shirt and the wind and my hair. Look at his hair. It's really bad. So I'm not doing any photos up here, just some B-roll, just some video, and that's it. Because my actual target is right around there, and I think it's sheltered. But with the wind levels today, I can't even guarantee that. Either way, time for some video, time for some slow-mo, and after a break, I'm gonna head down. After walking downhill for a while, I've arrived in, well, I can't say this Wollongong Lighthouse because the actual one's behind me, and this one is just a smaller, not so beautiful one, but I actually think it's better. Now, I'm going to vault over this and go down here because it's all sheltered from the wind and hopefully the waves. It's really strong today, so I hope it doesn't come over. The water spray is pretty bad because my glasses are just completely smothered. I'm going to try and do the shot down here when it's almost sunset. Hopefully it works good. But for now, I'm going to try and do some B-roll, maybe along the shore. It's probably not a good idea because it's very, very windy and sea spray is just everywhere. My friends are all the way over back there. They're trying to get some shots over the rocks for some birds, but I'm not sure it's a good idea with this kind of wind levels. They're gonna meet me in a while, and I will see you in a little bit later after I do some B-roll. Let's roll. Finally, after like almost an hour of setting up, I have the final shot for today. Now, just a few things I want to address. The sea spray is really, really, really bad. So hopefully nothing gets onto the front of the camera and completely ruins the shot. I checked everything, did everything I could. It looks okay. I hope editing can fix some of the issues at least. And the wind's also really, really bad. This is supposed to be a sheltered place. I have no fucking idea why it's so windy. Anyway, enough of the rant. Let's take a look at what I'm using. The 15-35 at 35mm, F4 giving a little bit more bokeh because I feel like F5 is a little bit too much, so F4 should do. Shooting a horizontal composition slightly upwards, anchoring towards the sun, with two flashes supporting the main exposure of the face because it has to fight against the absolutely horrible sun right now. Everything is kind of overexposed, but I'll say it's my style now, instead of just redoing the entire photo. I'm not a fan of that. Two lights, one supporting the face and the little glare on the eyes, the other one supporting the hat, giving the figure a little bit more outline. Everything is relatively safe, it's just that stacking will be slightly difficult because of the wind just moving everything that little millimeter around. Either way, let's take a look at the shot. All right, I bet it looks pretty good with editing. Hopefully editing me can pull something good out of this. Time to pack up and let's see how I leave this bloody place. All right, that's pretty much the end of today's trip and what a day. So I've covered, I think, most of the spots down south. One is the old train station in Hensburg and then the Seacliff Bridge, albeit I didn't get a photo, but it's still a really good place. And Wollongong. There is more spots down a little bit more south, but those aren't that great, to be honest. So I don't think I'll be going down there. That is a 3-hour travel, and if any of you remember the Newcastle video, I said that wasn't really worth it. Imagine down south, which is even worse. Now, it's a two-shot day, and yes, I'm a little bit bummed out by the fact that I couldn't shoot Seacliff Bridge, but what can you do about it? It's really windy, and the fact that I could shoot this place without the wind just completely botching up the shot is a miracle upon itself. So I'm happy. You gotta be happy with what you get, you know. Life's beautiful. I might get some B-roll and might head back, honestly. Now, unfortunately, the way back is not going to be easy either. I'm going to walk all the way back to the train station and make a way up to the bus all the way back home. Not an easy trip, but I'm done with Uber. I'm not going to pay for another trip back home. Either way, thank you very much for watching to the end of this absolutely horrible video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Lemon, out.